History Month, and we have a lot to celebrate. And Americans run into more danger with the cartel. And the countdown till spring break is only as it seems, as it's a few days away.
Now, news that matters to you on campus and beyond. Live. You're watching Studio G.
Happy Thursday and welcome back to Studio G. My name is Jade Thomas. Let's get started. March is a celebration of Women's History Month. Our own Ashanti Johnson interviewed rebel women around campus and discussed the origin of this event.
Women's History Month started as International Women's Day on March 8, 1911. Then expanded to a week thanks to the Sonoma, California School District honoring the resilience of women throughout history in 1978. By 1980, the idea quickly spread to the White House, and former President Jimmy Carter issued the first presidential proclamation for National Women's History Week. In March 1987, the U.S. Congress officially declared the whole month of March to be Women's History Month, which we still celebrate today. In honor of National Women's Month, I interviewed a few of our rebel women on campus.
History means understanding those that women have had to face, and also along with that, just like what they've done, trying to get past it and fighting for their rights. And I think that's very important when talking about any kind of women, whether it's cis women, trans women, women of color. I think they're all great, and I'm glad we've come this far.
For me, Women's History Month means resilience. I feel like women throughout the years have been going through so much just to get to where we are today. And a perfect example of that is my mother. She is an African-American woman. She is very hardworking. She actually got a degree in psychology and got a master's in education, all while being a single mother. And so I feel like she really showed the definition of resilience by getting all those degrees and accomplishing all the goals she has.
As someone who identifies as a woman, really important that we talk about the differences that women experience in comparison to men. At least to me, I think that it's important to talk about those things so that maybe they can learn to empathize with us.
Reporting for Studio G, I am Ashanti Johnson.
Thank you, Ashanti. Women's History Month continues for the entire month of March. And there is more danger with the cartel. Our top story today follows 4 Americans who were kidnapped from the Mexican state of Tamaulipas last Friday, leaving a Mexican citizen deceased. After an extensive search, the victims were located. 2 of them were found dead. The other 2 are alive and have been escorted to safety.
I've been briefed by the FBI, which is working with Mexican authorities, and senior department officials are working closely with our counterparts at the State Department. During this difficult time, I want to offer my deepest sympathies to the families of the Americans who were attacked and kidnapped.
Aftermath of this incident, the U.S. State Department is warning travelers not to travel to this affected area. And it's that time of the year again where everyone is taking care of their taxes, and UNLV is doing their part to help the UNLV community with this important tax season. UNLV's Tax Department of Accounting is offering free tax preparation services, though it is volunteer income tax assistant program. This virtual program is certified by the IRS and is available to UNLV students, faculty, staff, and their families with an annual household income of $60,000 or less. Appointments will be open every day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. till April 15th. You can schedule your initial appointment by emailing VITA, that is VITA, at unlv.edu. And while the service is free, space is limited, so sign up as soon as tax season will be ending, which is April 18th. And a new display has been presented here on campus over at the Lead Library. To tell you more about what it is, here's Patrina Allen.
Hi, I'm Patrina Allen, and I'm here at the Lead Library at UNLV, where they are displaying the Wearing My Crown exhibit. Come on in, let's check it out. Okay, so I'm here at the exhibit, and this is a display of the wall of all the different crowns that are displaying here at the Lead Library here at UNLV. The Wearing My Crown exhibit, CROWN, an acronym for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, stems from National Crown Day and the Crown Act created in 2019 in California by Dove and the Crown Coalition.
The act helps to protect those from discrimination in school and the workplace because of their hair textures or hairstyles, such as braids, twists, or locks. The curation of this exhibit at UNLV in the Lead Library is an example of support in Nevada, so feel free to stop by the display and read some of the many hair stories and interact with some of the supplies as well, and show your support for the Crown Act today.
Thank you, Katrina. I'll have to stop by the Lead Library on the first floor to visit that. That's very important, especially for me. I have braids myself, so check out the Crown exhibit when you have time. And it has been a busy few days over at the Thomas & Mack as the Mountain West basketball tournament is in full swing. Starting us off here today is the UNLV Lady Rebels. The Lady Rebels are going dancing once again. The Lady Rebels taking down the Wyoming Cowgirls in the Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship last night. Tournament MVP Desiree Young fronted the offense for UNLV with a 28-point and 17-rebound double-double, all while helping the Lady Rebels to their second straight tournament berth. And the UNLV Runnin' Rebels dispatched the Air Force Falcons earlier that night by a score of 78-70 in overtime. E.J. Harkless had himself a day in that one, dropping a career high of 35 points, nearly half of the Runnin' Rebels total for that game. UNLV moves on to play the second-seeded Boise State Broncos. Tip-off for that is slated for 6 p.m. Moving on to hockey, the Vegas Golden Knights dropped their game against the Florida Panthers Tuesday night, losing 2-1 to open up their 5-game road trip. Now the VGK look to the Tampa Bay Lightning for a dance at Amalie Arena at 4 p.m.
Hey, Armani here, and on today's episode of Rebel Report, we will be talking about the Lady Rebels run in the Mountain West Conference, UNLV hockey preparing for nationals, and a discussion about the Golden Knights' new acquisitions from the trade deadline. All this and much more. Rebel Report is live at 1:30 on our YouTube channel. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Armani. And today we have a sunny day with a high of 69 degrees, and cloudy conditions are expected at 2 p.m. But if you don't have anywhere to go for spring break, stay in Vegas because we are expected to have warm, sunny days in the temps in the mid-70s. So it'll be a nice weather here if you decide to stay in Vegas. And speaking of spring break, we sent Ashanti out to campus to see what students' plans are for this spring break.
Spring break approaches, I interviewed some of our rebels on campus to hear their relaxing or adventurous plans.
One of my plans for spring break is probably to work out and then probably take a hike. I'm working out so that I could increase my score for ROTC.
My spring break, I'm gonna mainly just focus on myself because I need to take care of myself more than I had been. Probably hang out with some friends, obviously. Looking forward to seeing what spring break has in store for me.
Spring break, I'm going on a cruise in the Bahamas.
Spring break, I plan on spending time with friends, but I also plan on spending time with myself. Maybe take myself on a little like solo date. I don't know, maybe. And then I also just plan on working.
Reporting for Studio G, I am Ashanti Johnson.
I love that. Make sure to take care of yourself, Rebels, no matter where you are. No matter where you go or you don't go for spring break, stay safe, have fun, and make memories. And remember, it's always a great day to be a rebel. But that's all we have from here today at Studio G. We will see you all when we return from spring break. Until then, this is Jay Thomas signing off from Studio G.